set the stage.
Hello,
Hi.
world. How are you guys?
If that is your real name.
World?
World Johnson? World Henderson. Hello, I'm World McNair. Ooh, I like it.
I'm Tracey Starr.
And I'm World McNair. Sitting in for Bob Doyle, who normally sits in this chair because it's the Bob Doyle show. But today I'm World McNair. And everybody better stick to that.
Uh-huh.
So in your comments, I'd like you to say, "Hi, Tracey. Hello, world. ... World McNair." That'd be so awesome. It's the Bob Doyle. I know it's the Bob Doyle show, but
It's the Bob Doyle show.
World McNair.
It's so good to be Bob.
Es muy bueno.
Sí.
Bob Doyle.
Necesitamos más español.
Pronto. Am I right? I don't have a laugh sound effect. Okay. Ill prepared.
Yeah. Too fun. Yeah, no.
So that's our
4 years
show.
of
Thanks for
Spanish,
showing
yes.
up. We'll see you next.
So,
A little longer
we've
than
had
that.
a very fun week, just
Bob
to
Hawking
share.
is watching us.
Bob, hi, hon.
Thank
We are really focusing on health and movement and fitness. And so Bob surprised me with a really amazing gift.
Wow, we're just coming right out of the gate with it. Just
Yeah.
like right out. We're going upside down
Because this is so
immediately.
inspiring. And I just really want to really share what we're doing because...
All right,
You know,
well, so
it's something, like truly would have done years ago had I had any...
years. Well, I know, but I've been saying, to
You
be
have?
fair. So, what are we talking about?
What are we talking
Why
about?
did we call this show the Upside Down Edition, which she didn't know?
Oh, I didn't. It's good, though.
Yeah.
It's good.
So years ago, years,
Yes.
when I was visiting my dad in Atlanta, he had an inversion table of
Yes.
some kind, or inversion boots, I think is more what it was called. It was not as table-y as some of the table things.
He has a table now.
Huh?
He has a table now.
Whatever. Maybe my memory's a little off. It doesn't really matter.
Anyway.
Dawn's with us, too. This is crazy.
Dawn!
Dawn and Angie, it's like old home folks week. What?
Don't call anybody old.
Yeah, this is not a good conversation. I mean, yes, Dawn, check your e-bite. Okay, so now, what was I talking about? Oh, yes. So, and I always thought, boy, that would be cool to hang upside down. And ever since, and for the past couple of years, I've had like this pain here and there. And
Because he's so tall, so he's always looking down, especially at me, because I'm so short.
that's it. I get to blame others who are shorter than me.
Right! Yeah,
that's why,
it.
because
That's
I have
right.
to look at the world
Yes,
like
yes.
this.
Like posture, pulling your
Sure.
shoulders back and being in alignment.
I just always assumed it would feel really good to have inversion boots. So anyway, yeah, years and years, and certainly since I moved to Vegas, I was always looking Facebook Marketplace for inversion boots, things all over the map, inversion boots, inversion tables, call them what you will. But and then a few months ago, we found one. And the model was like, "Oh yes, this is exactly. It's a heat massage and call. Is it available? Yes, this is great. And then where can we come get it? My husband just gave it to someone else."
So then we're like, okay.
This is the second time this has happened to me.
Yeah, just buy new, right?
Yeah.
Anyway.
So we got this. We got this. And
He surprised me.
And so I don't know what it was that tipped me off, but as we were waiting for it, I said, I really kind of feel like this is going to be some assembly required. And then I got it yesterday, and I opened the box, and that was it. It's a big box with just a bunch of parts, and I was like, okay. I don't know if you can see like the little, all the little hardware and all that stuff. I was like, okay, well, I got to do a podcast interview and be famous, and then I got to do this, then we'll eat, and then I'm going to put this thing together. So what do you do, boys and girls, when you have a daunting assembly or disassembly task and you want to make it a little more interesting for yourself? What do you do? Now, you can't answer because you know the answer. Oh. But I'll give you a hint. If you followed me, I've done it with Christmas tree packing. Mm-hmm. I did it with the electric fireplace assembly. So what do you think we're talking about? And if you said time lapse, You'd be correct. So let's take a look at the time lapse. Now, I put a clock over there on the far right, about midway up, so that you could watch the hands move around in real time. And then as I move along, I consistently put things in front of the clock, including my butt, so that you cannot see the movement. But basically, this came down to being about an hour and 5 minutes worth of assembly.
Wow.
All compacted down here into about 35 seconds. So it wasn't, and it was interesting that it was daunting at first, but actually the way they had all the assembly instructions and steps, it was not, there was no frustration at all during it. It was just, I only did one thing backwards one time, even though I swore I would not. So anyway, we're super happy with it. And then I guess we've got pictures of something. We showed that one already.
Yeah. Oh,
Right,
yeah,
so just a couple of still images she got of me doing it. And then there's the initial inversions, ladies and gentlemen. Now that was at 45 degrees. And I thought it was more than that, but that was only 45 degrees. And I felt, as you can see on my face, fully inverted. That's my fully inverted feeling
I'm
face.
going to tell you, it is the greatest feeling ever. It's for those of you who do any type of chiropractic with traction, this is traction upside down. And it is just as wonderful and pain relieving as chiropractic traction. It's amazing.
There's Tracey at 45 degrees. I believe we have a video.
Oh, we
no,
do
that's
not.
not that one.
No. You did not approve this. Turn it off.
Oh, I thought this was okay.
Nope.
Well, okay. I examined it closely. I thought that was the one that was fair. Anyway, but that's how we spent our day yesterday, was putting this thing together and then hanging upside down on it and going, oh my God, this...
It's the greatest. It's so good. It feels amazing. And I'm very excited. I actually think this, is going to help accelerate my back healing more so than probably any of the other stuff that I'm doing.
So has anyone out there done inversion
who's done
therapy
this?
before? Let's
Wanna
see. We're
hear
going to
from
your
you.
calls. Nobody on this list has done this yet that we know of. So we'll wait until somebody out in the audience has done inversion therapy, and then we'll continue the show. But until that time...
Well, Amy Lee said just it looks amazing. So, but yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't know anyone aside from my chiropractor friends who have them.
Yeah, and I just always intuitively felt like this is going to feel good just to stretch out. And the other thing is, it's over there. Well, I was going to read out some of the benefits because we were like, okay, there's got to be some great benefits to this, but it's kind of the things you would expect. And I'll just say, because I know Bob, the eternal skeptic, is watching, depending on the source, it's like, okay, well, maybe this is true, maybe it's not. But we know, regardless of what these people say in terms of, retaining your height and obviously decompression pain, we cannot argue with the pain relief that she has gotten. I mean, it's like, even at 15 degrees, even the slightest angle that the thing has.
And that's actually, I want to say, the best in terms of like, I could lay there for an hour without really feeling
right, like the blood is rushing to your head or something.
Or my ankles to get a little bit, tired. Or 15 degrees is like, I could just hang there forever.
Yeah, it's just a slight recline,
but it pulls your spine. It separates the discs just enough to give that relief.
And that's what she needs. I mean, it was getting this was not just a luxury purchase or anything. This is because the pain is getting so crazy with her. You don't care if I say that, do you?
No. So I mean, for anybody who doesn't know, I broke my back 2 years ago roller skating, and then re-injured it with an ice fall. And did
so one was a roller derby
chiropractic
competition, and she was coming in for the last point, and then it was a hockey.
It was
match.
actually the last. It was the last song. You're right. No, not quite like that. But I was doing really well. Chiropractic it saved me. No surgery yet. Well, actually, not even yet. I'm not even using that word. And I was doing great until COVID, and then I didn't go to the chiropractor for 3 months because of obvious reasons, and I fell into this pain. It started really slow, and apparently with an MRI 2 weeks ago, I have bone spurs that have developed in there, and they're calling it scoliosis and severe degenerative disc disease. So, woohoo for me.
That all sounds really fun.
Yes. So doing physical therapy, and now I think this is going to really, I'm telling you, right, already just not even 24 hours in, it's great.
So when you hear the word bone spurs, do you, like me, immediately think of a cowboy boot?
Yeah, basically.
I mean, it's all I can think. It's just I just see the cowboy boot with
no
the spurs on the back. And spurs, what a horrible idea. When you think about what spurs are for. There's to spur the horse along.
Right. You're
and it's
shoving
like, well, let's
something
make this
sharp and painful into a horse to make him move. That's terrible.
Come on.
Yes, so acupuncture is the only thing that I haven't tried yet, and it's on me. Reiki, of course, and of course, Chiro. I actually do the CBP Chiro, which is different than regular Chiro, for those who know and care.
You will be quizzed on this a little bit later.
No one care. It doesn't really matter.
Right.
So if I may, I actually do have the list of benefits.
Look at this because I sent it to her.
Like, the table was, not really that expensive
It's
considering.
Not.
And
it's not. Given
a couple visits to the chiropractor is what paid for this.
Oh, by the way, for you, if you're asking, if you're the least bit curious, the model is the Innova Health and Fitness ITM 5900.
Okay, what he just said. All right. As we stated, health benefits relieves spinal pain, which I can attest to. Mm-hmm. Improves blood circulation, which I can totally get. You're going upside down and you get blood to your head, but. Even at, I'd say like that 85 degree or whatever angle.
Which is basically vertical.
Yeah, I mean, I can only do that for like 5 minutes, but so far we've had it for 24 hours. But, but the blood to my head is not.
That's not really as much of an
concern.
issue.
It's actually
at that angle, that extreme vertical angle, it's more your ankles.
Yeah.
The weight on your ankles for so long, that can wear. But other than that, actually, it's like 60 or whatever, mm-hmm. the pull on the ankles actually feels good. Like we talk about how good an ankle massage feels, like if you really just dig into your ankle. People don't do that very much, but if you do, and so it kind of feels like that. Mm-hmm. So we're super happy.
Yes.
We're just like, it's great.
It's great. It's great for controlling indigestion, decreases mood swings.
We'll find out.
Enhances immunity. This is good. Countering insomnia.
Yeah, it's talking about blood flow and stuff like this and why relaxing and making you sleep, helping you sleep better. Muscle tension decreases by 35% when you invert. Now, seriously, this site is the most pro I've seen.
Yeah.
I mean, it's they don't question anything here. Yeah.
Yeah, yes. And the thing about the insomnia too is like I wake up in the middle of the night with pain, like as soon as the ibuprofen wears off, which is why because I hate taking that. I can get up, go lay on this.
Right. She can just climb on that thing, right. 15 degrees with a blanket, and sleep.
So I'm going to try that
pain-free
if it happens.
Next time it really happens.
Mm-hmm, exactly.
So then we're going to buy an inversion bed.
They don't make those. It's kind of fun.
They should.
Well, I guess those medical ones that up and down and all sorts of stuff.
They just take it to a degree and get ankle things on the bed. You can do. Come on, technology, you can do this. Inversion beds.
I like it. Oh my gosh, we can get Craig to put a sound lounge on it.
There you go. This. Oh, by the way, this does have massage and heat too.
Oh, it does.
Different zones of massage, so you can.
It does.
You can kind of scroll, if you will, through different sets, and so she can find the place right on her back, and you can adjust your height so that your back can land exactly where you need it to on that vibration thing.
Yes.
It's quite slick.
It's awesome. God.
Like the kink value, Desiree says. Well, that never even occurred to us.
Yes,
I can't believe you went there, Desiree.
Too. Yes. Yes, it's incredible. And then the other benefits. It looks beautiful and feels beautiful. Oh, it helps you look and feel beautiful. Oh, because it actually
distorts your vision.
No. Inversions can actually make you beautiful. When a person's posture is improved through inversion, it shows grace, poise, and sophistication. Good circulation will automatically bring brightness to the skin, making the person look younger than he or she originally is.
I'm trying to look younger than I am.
Yeah. We'll check back and videos from a year from now.
The posture thing, that's
but the postures too.
For me, that's my thing. I mean, my posture is. That's why my neck hurts. It's why everything, because we talked about it. I have to look at small people all day. So I wear this back brace thing, which does help when I wear it, and so the posture thing. So I'm hoping that this will, because they definitely talk about the benefit to posture.
Yeah.
And they talk about like 3 to 5 minute sessions 3 times a week.
Right. Like I want to be on it for an hour a day. Like I'm loving this.
Yeah, and we're like, well, why would we only do that?
Right.
I mean, it feels so great. By the way, Bud 48 842 just came in, and we were talking last week about doing the show with Avatarify Theater.
Oh,
right?
yes.
And I'm so bummed because, look, I had it all set up where you were going to be the host, and I was going to sit over there in front of the thing, and the Avatarify Theater guy would be right there, and I would just circle through them, and it would just be so fun, and we could just talk about the whole thing. And I was testing it, and it took me for freaking ever to get everything just right, and then it crashed my system.
Yeah.
It crashed the vMix. So there's something about the Avatarify camera that you have to, whatever. It just doesn't like vMix after a while. It's just like some random time, it'll just
Die.
crash, just vanish. And so obviously we can't risk that during this live broadcast. Lives are at stake here.
Right, exactly.
So
I don't think
I'm
the
so
world is
bummed.
going to spin off its axis.
So I actually use I use Streamlabs OBS for people taking score when I do Avatarify Theater and things like that, because it does not crash. So I'm so sorry. That was such my goal.
We'll try for next week and see if we can fix the glitch.
I need to create like a Streamlabs version of this setup, which it's very complicated, as you might imagine.
This is where I'm like, no idea.
Right. See, you sit here and look beautiful.
That's so sweet of you.
And be the brain to the operation.
Just not the tech brains.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, so I was thinking, I don't have any idea why this popped in my head, but as I was preparing for this program, meaning brushing my hair or whatever I was doing, I got to thinking about locker combinations, like from even elementary school. Like in seventh grade, was our school system was set up 1st through 7, and then there was and then 8th grade through 12th grade. So there was just elementary school and high school, right?
I had 3.
And we didn't, and a lot of people did, and I was really happy that we did it our way, because middle school is the worst.
Totally.
But 7th grade is when we got lockers for our first time. And I swear to God, I think my combination was 3-13-9. And that's the thing, is like, with the things that stick into your head, like a locker. Now, high school, I have no idea. I couldn't even begin to come up with it, but there's something about that first locker combination, and that, like, when you're a kid and the first time you do a padlock and the combination and it opens, I'm sorry,
it's euphoric.
It's a cool thing for a kid, and it's even satisfying as an adult.
I got in
because, like, I have to tell them about our luggage. So we have luggage with security, with the
TSA
Yes,
combination.
thank you. The TSA lock on it with a combination. And so we've got them all set, and there's one of them that for some reason just sometimes doesn't open when you have the combination. And it's definitely the combination, because eventually it opens.
It works.
This is brand new. And it's like, do I have to keep, like, I don't, if every time I'm like, how did I get it to work last time? What did I do last time?
And
scrolling the numbers or whatever.
And this happens, you get home or you get to your location, you really want to get something out of it, and you sit there for 10 minutes trying to get the thing open.
Right, and that's why when I'm saying talking about the dopamine hit of pleasure you get when it actually works, after struggling 10 to 15 minutes on something that you know should work, it is the right combination, and then it finally opens, you just go, whoosh, your body is flooded with chemistry.
Yes, it's true.
Kathy's here. Hello, Kathy.
Yeah, yeah, I didn't, I don't remember. The only thing that I can tell you in my combination history was the 25. What went with it? I couldn't tell you. But in high school, one of the years, one of my lockers had a 25.
And then years I had a combination lock when I was working out all the time, when I was into fitness and a personal trainer. I mean, I went in there every day and I had that lock, and I couldn't, no way.
Yeah,
But 3-13-9? Absolutely. And then there was that whole locker culture which I don't remember much of in 7th grade, to be honest. I'm sure they gave you very little time to do whatever. But in high school, between classes, there's this whole hang at your locker, depending on where it is, or, oh my God, my locker's all the way over there. You have to run over there and get the thing and then run back. And, that I never had to really, that wasn't my stress, but it was for some people.
Yeah.
And then what the lockers ended up looking like by the end of the year.
Destroyed.
I mean, just the stuff that has accumulated in there.
Yes.
And then sometimes mid-year you'll say, oh, I'm going to clean out my locker, and it's this big deal, and you feel all good, It's like, oh, I cleaned out my locker, and you find things. Oh, my God, that note from Susan.
I have the craziest locker story.
How about that? That is awesome.
I was in 7th grade, middle school, and it was either right before school started or right after school started, and why I don't remember anything. All I know is that school was not in session, and there was this set of lockers outside of the art room, and I was in the art room for some reason, and the art teacher was there, and and my new locker, so it had to have been maybe before school started or something. Anyway, I go to open the locker and I pull it, and it was something with the top shelf. So I went to just wiggle the top shelf because it was like angled or whatever. And because I stood in the locker and I was pulling like this, the entire set of lockers started to come out. I completely forgot. I'm not joking. For like 30 years I've forgotten this. And and it started to come on me, and I'm standing there holding the thing up, screaming, because I'm about to get crushed by like a thing of like, I don't know, 8 lockers or however many they have in one of those little sacks.
Yes.
And the art teacher came running out and fixed it, whatever else, and then but it was traumatizing.
Fixed it or whatever else.
Right, exactly. I can't even remember, to be honest. It was so traumatizing. It was like, that really happened. I just don't remember all the details anymore. Ooh, what's that?
Ooh, what is that?
I just want to
Okay, now I sound like a mouse?
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah, we're just going to talk like this for just a minute or two.
That's so fun.
Just to shake things up.
Okay.
Because we can.
Wait, I haven't even looked at the comments. Oh, Spencer. Yes. Wait.
No, you didn't miss that.
No.
So Donna Spencer.
Yes,
both
check
asked.
your Facebook.
It's the
Stuff.
It's Facebook.
Whatever.
No,
Yes.
it's what we told you yesterday. Now, see, we
Yes.
got all these private conversations going on
Yeah,
about the
yeah, yeah,
metaverse.
yeah,
You guys
Helium.
get on the metaverse bandwagon, or go buy a Quest 2 and then meet me back here. Okay,
Yes. If you have a Quest, please DM us.
That's a great idea. If you
Yes.
have an Oculus Quest and you would like to play with us in the metaverse,
Yes.
please
DM us.
DM us, because we have a group of people that we regularly meet with that we know and are trusted,
Yes.
who have quests. And we do this every week, and that's what Don and Spencer are blowing our secret. And come in here and say, hey, where's the thing that no one's supposed to know about? Yeah.
Yes,
okay.
yes.
Well, anyway, so now if you want to be one of the cool people
You can join us.
and talk like us,
Yes.
which is what we do in the metaverse, we all just sit around and talk like this. That's what it's really for. The metaverse was really
I
designed
haven't actually changed
for
my
people
voice
to.
in the metaverse. I'm just
No.
an avatar, but
I do it
not
all
my
the time.
voice.
I have a voice changer on my... What am I talking? Anyway,
It's fun.
so today we're exploring Horizon Worlds, Facebook's Horizon Worlds in the metaverse, which is surprisingly cool and fun to play with. So
Yes.
that's what
And
we're happening.
We will have more metaverse events coming up
That's right. And you're...
to be
look,
determined.
yes, and
Yes.
you're... All you got to do... Like, these are for these meetings that we're talking about are for VR.
Yeah, you have to have a headset.
Yeah, and now, of course, the metaverse is more than that,
Yes, it is.
but...
The events we'll have, you will be able to not.
Just do on VR, but also.
You can just keep talking normally.
Okay. That's so fun. Also on your phone, like we did with Spatial.
Right.
Yes.
But so we're not, this is VR only. That's what I'm saying. Go get a Quest.
Ooh.
You'll be, hey, how are you doing? If I knew any Barry White songs at all.
That would be really good.
But right now, my mind is going blank. Baby, darling, honey. Ooh.
Anyway. And for those of you who haven't joined the Quantum Entrepreneur Movement,
Oh, okay. We'll take off that. Is that? Yep, still a thing you can do. Quantum Entrepreneur Movement at meetbobdoyle.com/QEM.
Join me. It's free. We're playing until April 28th.
All right, now it's time for Tracey to talk about all the things she wanted to talk about. I'm just kidding.
Dun, dun,
We only have
dun,
we
dun,
have
dun.
5 more minutes.
We do?
So yeah. Now we keep and you know we talk about so many things that we should do, like for this particular program.
Yes.
Like we should always have like a metaverse section where we show some clips, something from the metaverse, something fun, a little tease, so that you can actually get excited about it more than me just saying, no, seriously, it's cool, you need to do it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. This is true.
Well, Spencer, I knew you, a broadcaster, might be intrigued by the technology that we're using here. I may or may not share my secrets with you. I will.
Wait, what did you say?
He just wants to know what we're doing to process the voice.
Oh, yeah. It's really cool. Mm-hmm. Is that something different?
Go XLR. Just look it up. Go XLR.
It's really pretty.
Go XLR.
There's lots of like
It's
rainbow
cool.
lights.
It's automated. I can move the levers with my mind
Yes.
and a mouse. All right, boy, there's so much conversation going on that 90%
I know, I
of the
can't even
listeners
go.
have it's like, what is this, a meeting or a show? What is happening right now?
Well,
Deep subject.
it is. Yes.
There, we're back. Okay. Okay, so I said, So we're getting a cat? Is that the deal?
So, yes.
Oh, wait. So this whole cat thing is we've decided, or this is the current conversation. We're not gonna.
We're kind
just-
of looking.
Well, I haven't
but not,
done the first
Okay.
piece of searching.
I've been open to and just seeing what's out there in terms of
Cat options.
yes, preferably a year or younger, only because not actually. Part of me would like be much older so that they're already trained, but we have Harper, who is almost 4-year-old dog, and she's 9 pounds, and so I think it's probably better to have the cat start off smaller than her so that they can really bond, as opposed to the other, because she's
cat. Like Harper's already cat-sized,
she already is.
and you know, very easily the cat could get bigger than Harper.
It's totally
eventually,
possible.
depending on the
She's
breed
just
or
like
whatever.
this cute little purse dog. You know?
We just wanted to be. Desiree said, "How about a bat? Because they can hang with us."
Oh, that's so good.
In our research yesterday on inversion boots, they talked about sloths and bats being the only animals that you will never get osteoarthritis. I am not making that crap up.
That's
they
true.
said that in
the
there
research
because
paper.
they're natural.
Because they're upside down.
They're already upside
They're
down.
inverting.
People. Although here's what
That's
it
a
really
real
said.
cat.
It actually said, because now I'm thinking sloth. Does a sloth hang upside down? But the article I read actually used the word slots. But I know that's not what they meant.
Oh, typo.
But like opossums hang upside down. Maybe they're too curly. Maybe they could still get osteoarthritis. I saw something about opossums. I'm calling them about possums the other day that suggested that they're really not that bad. Like they look all scary and diseased, but they're really not. Possum fans, let's hear from you.
Yes.
1-800.
Anyone
love
have an
possum.
opinion on that?
Possum love. And they keep their youthful glow from hanging upside down too.
Yes.
Right.
I think it's a possum that my mom had in her breezeway.
My
Yes,
mother
it
has
had
a
to-
possum in her breezeway.
Well, not-
and other stories by World McNair.
Nice. Good segue.
And bring it around.
Bring it around.
Nobody
Let's go
called
full
me
circle.
that today. I don't understand.
Yes. Okay.
that.
So yeah, Amy. I think so. So it was a possum, right? Like that huge. It was in the breezeway, and obviously it just got in on its own. It wasn't like she was having a pet possum. Although she has a pet. She has had lots of other wildlife pets, like
Ducks.
we've raised ducks and bunnies and
Squirrel. That you've done that.
I did the squirrel. I did the squirrels. Handy. We had
Handy the squirrel.
and Sandy. We had. Well, it started off with Sandy. So
Because of SpongeBob, I'm sure.
all because of SpongeBob. This is totally true. We. Oh gosh, yeah. So squirrels. My old house in Chicago. we had this, half-acre wooded land, so we used to get a lot of squirrels. And this one, Sandy, became very adventurous and precarious, and we used to bold, and would come up onto our screen and hang on our screen. Like looking inside, waiting, like trying to see if we were in there or whatever else, and come, you'd come out and just, food, because so I would feed everything, because I got that from my mom, and so Sandy she just used to come to the screen and wait for us essentially. So oftentimes I'd come downstairs and there's a squirrel hanging on my screen door just waiting for me, like, good morning, Then we started to, a couple other of the friends was like, oh, hey, okay. So they'd hang out like in the area too. Sandy was pretty much the only one on the screen. And then this little one showed up that we kindly and lovingly nicknamed Handy.
Because?
Well, partially because of the Sandy, because it rhymed, because we thought that was cute.
But that's not the real reason.
The real reason is because this little guy did not have any hands.
See the irony there? It's squirrel
Handy.
irony. It's like the best kind of irony there is.
And this little guy, I have no idea. It was too difficult to really ascertain whether it was an accident, somebody bit something off, or
was it foul play, or
was it a birth
genetic?
defect? Like,
Right.
I have no idea, right? I have no idea. But anyway, this little guy,
The world
no front
may
hands.
never know.
But
World
and I have
may
video of this somewhere. But
Video.
this little guy, so I would open the door, and he used to come in the kitchen and eat. It was so cute.
That is adorable.
It was
I wish
so
I had
cute.
stories like that.
It was so cute.
And I've never seen a ghost, so my life just sucks. I don't know what the hell. Why do I even get up in the morning? Well, we are out of time.
Oh.
But we just had to get the handy squirrel story in there.
Oh, Dawn's watching on her Oculus.
I know, I saw that. So let's.
Woo!
We're real like if she's watching in the Oculus, it could be like IMAX size if she wanted it to
Oh,
be.
that would be fun. Like
The
we're
Bob
coming
Doyle
at
show in IMAX it's a sight to behold. I know because I've done it many times. I've seen our show. Huge in all kinds of environments.
I'm
It's
sure that's
amazing
exciting.
what
Can
one
look up
can
our
do
nose.
in the metaverse.
Anyway, I know it's gross. Anyway,
Okay.
don't do that.
Look, you guys, go
Okay.
have a good day and all
Yes,
that.
have a
Greg, you got here
amazing
just in time
week.
for us to say goodbye.
And Greg, yes, hi and bye. We'll see you next Wednesday at 2:22 p.m. Pacific time.
For the World McNair Hour
Love you guys.
with Tracey.